Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to A Clash of Kings. Now, when we left off, we had gone on a slight sieging spree. We took Sunset Keep, and I believe we also took Fair Castle and took out a couple of the enemy's vassals. Now, we are going to be heading on to the Crag and perhaps Banefort as well. Now, one of you did actually have a pretty good suggestion, and that was, of course, to make a vassal so that I would not have too many issues in terms of tax inefficiency, which I think might actually be happening at the moment, because of course we are taking quite a few fiefs in this area. The only reason why I was not awarding it to any other vassals, because I believe one of you did state, "Why are you giving all of these castles to yourself? You greedy noob," you know, something like that. But nevertheless, the reason for that was because, of course, we do have our vassals rather far away, so if we did decide to give those particular fiefs to a vassal of ours, potentially Berengar or maybe even Balakwo, then these fiefs are way too far away, in my opinion at least, for them to be able to defend them effectively. So I have attempted to make Clavis into the best companion that he can potentially be, and that is of course by giving him a horse and one of the Lordly Lannister helms. So that will hopefully help him out quite a bit in a few battles. And I also purchased a few pieces of armor for him as well, specifically boots. He did have some pretty terrible boots, so there it is. He is now ready, hopefully, to have his own fief, and we will be heading into Pike in just a moment, and I will be giving him Sunset Keep, I believe. Sunset Keep and Ox Cross, even though that is looted, unfortunately, but yes, most of our villages around here are looted, so we will give him Sunset Keep and Ox Cross, and then the Crag and Banefort as well, and if we move on to Clegane's Keep and Crake Hall, then he will get those as well. So hopefully that will be agreeable to most of you, because I do believe that tax inefficiency is killing us at the moment, so hopefully we will have a rather suitable way of sustaining ourselves. So let us head in here. We will get a couple more Unsullied units. I think it would be rather nice to get quite a few of those, so that we can eventually make our army entirely out of Unsullied, and maybe Elite Reach Crossbowmen, maybe some Elite Longbowmen as well, and yeah, that would be rather nice. So, there's actually something I've forgotten to do here. Well, we did head in there and get the Unsullied, I suppose, but we do need to actually speak to Clavis first and tell him, "I'd like to ask you something. Would you be interested in holding a fief? Perhaps?" And what does he want now? He wants to have Sunset Keep. Now, where is that? There it is. Okay, Sunset Keep, there it is. Okay, wonderful. So now he has increased his relation with us to 43, which is very nice indeed. And we do now need to head back into Pike and talk to Halbert himself, and we will hopefully be able to give him Ox Cross as well. I'm hoping that I will not forget the name by the time I get there. That would be terrible. But yes, let us talk to him. And let's see. I wish you to grant one of my vassals a fief. And we are going to give it Ox Cross. There we are. And to Clavis. There it is. Okay, wonderful. So we have lost a little bit of relation with our other vassals, but that will not make too much difference, I do not believe. So there we are. That is rather nice, I must admit. Now, I am hoping that he is going to be heading off there as quickly as he can to hopefully defend it, maybe get a couple more troops as well. And I think as a result of that, I might actually head into Pike and get a couple more units for us here. Let's take some Reach Glavemen, shall we? We actually don't have too many archers, do we? It might be a good idea to get a couple more of those. So let's get another 20 Longbowmen. Let's move those a little bit up in the order as well. And what else do we want here? Let's get some Reach Glavemen, why not? Let's get 30 of those. I think that should be cool. Okay, so without further ado, we will now head on to the Crag, and we will attempt to take that for... Oh. Okay. Yes, for Sir Clavis. And unfortunately, it appears that Sunset Keep has come under siege, so... Oh my... No! You stumble and hurt your knee. The pain is unbearable. What do you do? Curse your luck. Oh, okay. Phew. We only lose 5 renown. I'm not entirely sure, but maybe the other option would have lost us a stat? I'm not entirely sure. I really do need to try out all of the different options so we know which ones are best. So I will be attempting to do that in future, of course. Oh, Martin has leveled up. That is wonderful. Okay, well, let us very quickly head over to him, and we will hopefully be able to give him some more in foraging. Now, one of you did have a very good suggestion a while ago, in fact, because Martin has not leveled up in quite some time. I was not able to act on it, but you did suggest that we increase his looting skill, because that also has a bearing on agility. So I will be doing that, of course. It is a little bit bad timing, because of course we do now have 18 in agility, so we are able to increase his foraging yet another point. So next level, I will be increasing his looting, and that will be rather nice, I think. So let us give him some points in two-handed, and then we will move on from that and level up some of our longbowmen, knights, and ooh, a couple more reach glavemen as well. That is not bad. Now, as you may see, I did visit the treasury to gain a little bit of cash, because of course we are losing quite a bit. And was that the fellow that was sieging it? Not entirely sure on that. Well, let us hope that he actually was, and he... Oh my! Okay, well, never mind. It appears that there are a lot of units. So we will be heading in here to defend Sunset Keep. Unfortunately, it does actually have a huge amount of units here. Not entirely sure what's going on, but... Oh, it only has 70. Never mind, okay. Well, I actually thought there was a lot more. Oh well, never mind. We are going to be waiting here and defending it. And hopefully we will be able to prevail. Okay, so while I was waiting here, off screen a little bit, I have now noticed that the Westerland's vassals are not very oh my goodness. No! How dare you, Clavis! He was taken prisoner by the Westerlands. Oh, that is the worst thing to happen since something terrible. I'm not entirely sure. I can't name anything at the moment, but I'm just so enraged. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, we are a little unfortunate to have that happen to one of our newly acquired vassals, because now he is going to be effectively useless, and I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do. I think I will head over to Sarsfield very, very quickly here, and we will see... Oh no, this might be one of those stats things, and we will see what kind of prisoners they have in the garrison there. Okay, so, one of your sworn men approaches you. He states that among the men there is much dissatisfaction, pertaining that you are too placid, and that there is too little gold and honor to be won under your service. Well... Pay the men and distribute wine and ale amongst them? Oh. Well, we lose 1,000 coins, but we don't gain anything else. That is a little unfortunate. Maybe a little bit of morale would have been gained if we did not have maximum amounts. And now I'm wondering where the vassal has actually disappeared off to. Well, I think we will continue with our regular plan, which was, of course, to head over to the crag and take that. Sunset Keep is no longer under siege, which is good, but yeah. I was not too pleased about that. Yes, that is for sure. Oh, there we are. Oh, okay, so there he is. He does actually tell us where our vassals are, which is wonderful. I like that feature. That is a great feature for us, especially. So, yeah, he's in Hornfale, which I assume is going to have a huge amount of units there. Do I want to take it? Not particularly. I was actually going to leave the center mass of the Westerlands and hopefully find Tywin and maybe make peace with them, because then I really did want to head up to the north and do... Oh my goodness, the Free Folk have actually taken Winterfell? I did not realize that. That is not good. Yeah, I really did want to head over to the Free Folk lands and hopefully take them on, but it appears that the Westerlands are making that a little bit too difficult at the moment. So I think what we're going to do to prevent more reinforcements from coming from the Banefort to hopefully, well, raid our villages. That would not be too nice of them, I suppose. We are going to be taking the Crag and the Banefort, and then, oh my, we're still losing 13,000. That is not good at all. And, oh, we're only losing 34,000 due to tax efficiency. I say only, but it's not too much. I think the main problem is that we're having most of our villages a little bit less so paying out. So, well, what else is actually going on here? We're losing the most from Lannisport. Why is that? That is strange. I didn't think I had a lot of units in there. Maybe I do need to head back over there and see what we can do. Wait a minute. How many? Oh, wow. Only 171 units here? Okay, well, we're going to take this without any issues whatsoever. I'm hoping we'll be able to take this very, very quickly indeed. And then we will be able to... I'm thinking I'll change companions here. I would like to play Garrett again. So, yes. I think we will probably take this, and then we'll see how many units the Banefort actually has. And if it has a large amount, then we'll probably head on to Hornvale and attempt a prison break for Sir Clavis, because at the moment he is, well, as I said before, relatively useless. He's not patrolling, he is not defending, he's not even garrisoning units in the places that we want him to garrison. So, yes, hopefully we will be able to get him out of there as best we can. And now, as you may see, I have turned on the damage numbers, mainly because I felt that it was a little bit blinding for us to not have damage numbers while we were playing as Garrett, because of course now we can tell whether we are actually hitting with our archery skill. So I think it would be rather nice to have that on, at least for this fellow. And is this guy immune to arrows? It appears he is. Look at that. I'm shooting right at him. Okay. Well, never mind. I will attempt to shoot at someone else then. Oh my goodness. I was not expecting that. Oh, never mind. Okay, it appears one of our elite longbowmen was able to finish the job, so I'm not entirely sure what was going on there. Maybe I was shooting a little bit too high for his liking there. Okay, come on. Oh my, he moved out of the way just in time. Yes? No? What's going on here? It appears my archery skill is not paying off this time around. Well, I did take out quite a few at the start, but now it's... maybe I need to get a little bit closer. I think that might actually be the result of us being too at a long range, perhaps? And our Unsullied units are now dying, which is not great. Well, there are only 171 here. We do have an overwhelming majority of our own units, so we should theoretically be fine to take this without too many issues. Now let's try to get some headshots right here, get his proficiency up even more than it already is. And, ooh, that was very close. Streamed by his ear there. And then there was a headshot. Very nice. Okay, let's try and shoot through this hole here, shall we? Let's try it. Oh my goodness, we actually got him. Okay, that is amazing. Wonderful. Oh, there's more archers over there. Oh no, we must take them out. Oh wow, that's a man-at-arms? Really? Okay, he must be acting as a bodyguard for their archery nest. Come on, take him out. Oh, that was very close. Okay. Well, unfortunate that we were not able to take those fellows out, but... oh, I actually thought they were enemy units coming at us right there. Well, let us try to take out the very far away archers. And... oh, we did some damage. Yes, we actually took him out too. Okay, so I think I have found the perfect range for taking these guys out. And as I say that, I start missing immediately. Wonderful. Okay, come on. Ah, okay, I think I may need to aim a little bit higher, but let's get our archers up here. We do have quite a few of them, so I think it would be worth it. Now, I am being shot, but who by? Probably from down there, yes. Let's take those guys out as best we can. Come on. There we are. Wonderful. And now we can attempt to take these guys out as well. This is going to be rather difficult. This reminds me of playing a Flash game called... what was it called again? It was called something like Bowman something? And you would actually have to aim to accommodate for the arrow drop. And it's a very interesting concept, I must admit. It worked very, very well, I must admit. Of course, I was rather terrible, so... yes. It helps a little bit, but... it would really help if I could remember the name, but I'm sure most of you have potentially found it. Maybe some of you have. But, yes, nevertheless, that was a rather cool game to play. To have a little bit of practice with arrow drop, but at the moment it is not helping us at all. So yes, let us attempt to take some more barbed arrows here, and we'll see what we can do about taking those guys out as best we can. So yes, we'll just take as many as we can get, and there we go. Okay, we have 13, so we should be okay. Now I will hope that our elite longbowmen will be able to take out the last remaining unit. Yeah, there is only one unit remaining. Wow, okay. That is impressive. Now, it appears that King Elias is still alive, as you can see here. He is our one ally. That is how they have attempted to configure it. And I did not think that you could actually jump off here, but that is rather nice that you can. Now, where is that guy? Where is he? It appears... Oh. No? I thought we had actually taken him out already because they are all screaming the victory chant, but it appears not. So... Oh my. It might take a little while for our units to get up there, so I will cut away very quickly, and once he is taken out, I will cut back. Okay, so there we are. The Westerland's archer was killed by a knight, and we can now go to the casualties screen. So, oh, as you see here, we did lose 7 in our unsullied ranks. Not too good. And we took out 171, of course. Elias only killed 1? Seriously? Come on, Elias, you can do much better than that. Garrett was able to kill 20, which is wonderful, and the rest of our units were able to kill a rather minute amount as well, so that's fine. Now, we will be taking quite a few of these prisoners, I suppose, and then we will head on to the Banefort to see how many units they have garrisoned there. So, let's take some Westerland's Billmen, heavy Westerland's Knights, and various other units here as well. Okay, that should be fine. Now, let's head on. Ooh, a balanced spear. Well, I'm not entirely a big fan of spears, so I am just going to be letting our companions loot that. Now, I was going to have this for myself, of course, but as you see here, we are rolling in it, I suppose, in terms of tax inefficiency at least, but we will be giving this to Clavis. Unfortunately enough, he is not around to take advantage of it. So, hopefully that will be the case soon enough. Now, I will be looting that. And there we are. Okay, so 64 units have already been garrisoned here. That is wonderful. Okay, very nice indeed. Clavis is doing a good job in that regard, at least. So, let us head on to the Banefort, and we will see how many... Ah, you come across some runaway farmers. Help them on their way, or return them to their master? Well... The good thing to do would be to help them on their way, but... I'm probably going to lose honor for this. Ah, I lose renown. Okay, yeah, I thought so. Okay. Well, I think the other one was you gain 200 coins or something along those lines, so... Yeah, not entirely sure whether that's even worth it. Okay, so the Banefort is the last keep that is actually close to our own territory. However... What's going on with Blackbridge? That is rather impressive, to say the least. Not entirely sure what's going on with that. I think maybe Sunset Keep was part of that? Huh. Interesting. Okay, well, I personally would want to get Clavis back, so I think we're going to just head off to Hornvale. We'll see how many units they have in the garrison there, and if there's an overwhelming majority, then we may indeed need to potentially rest up and then head on in at a later time. So let's see what we can do at Hornvale then, I suppose. We'll head over there as quickly as we can, and we'll see how many units they have. Now, Bronzewood, yeah, was just looted very, very quickly indeed. Oh, no! What is this? Oh! Oh my goodness, this is amazing. Okay, we have another invasion on our hands, it appears. Word has reached you that an invading Dothraki horde has laid siege to the fair city of Soloris. According to a merchant you meet on the road, it is the Khalasar of Kalpono, who styles himself ruler of the Kisra. Noticing your look of bewilderment, the merchant explains that Kisra means marsh in Dothraki. And so, I believe that has caused Belakwo to lose... Yes, he has lost one of his fiefs there. So I'm not entirely sure what he's going to be doing there now. Hopefully he will take it upon himself to potentially take some of them out, perhaps, if he can. But as it stands, we have our own business to attend to, so we will be heading over to Hornvale, and oh my. Okay, so I can see now why Clavis was taken prisoner. He probably ran into all of these fellows very, very quickly indeed. Yes, that's probably not good. Okay, now there is... Oh my goodness, there is a Lord Banefort. Well, he was probably heading over to potentially defend one of his fiefs. But thankfully enough, the Riverlands do seem to be at war against the Westerlands as well, so they are helping me out, even if they do not realize it. So that is quite nice. Now, oh! Aha! Okay. Well, I think this is a better prospect than the other fief over there, the Banefort. So we are going to be heading in. Sir Dennis is here, which is a little unfortunate. I would have preferred no vassals to be garrisoned here, of course, but I think needs must in this case. So I will be staying on Elias here because I believe that I can maybe make more of a difference as him. Of course, we do not have any ranged capabilities, so it may in turn be against us. So let's see what we can do here. Let's move our archers into a good enough position. Oh yes, that reminds me. I do want to try to make sure that I can find a shield with the banner of House Reformia on it, because at the moment we're using, well, nothing that is going to be very loyal to House Reformia at all. So yes, it would be rather nice if we could find a shield that actually takes our banner. So I will be attempting to do that off screen a little bit. Garrett has already attained 1 kill. Let us attempt to beat his record from the previous siege as well. He was able to acquire 20 kills, and so we will attempt to do the same. He has already gained 2, actually. So we do need to get a move on, shall we? Let us do this, Elias. Do not get shot in the head. That would be absolutely terrible, but you never know. You have an affinity for that, don't you, Elias? Yes, you do. So let us move in here. Come on, guys. Fight your way through their lines. And hopefully don't push me off the edge in the process. Yes. Yes. Oh. Yeah. Okay, there we are. We have already gotten through, and hopefully I will not take too much damage from the preceding units. So let's stab this archer. Take these guys out with our two-handed proficiency. Oh, yes. Come on, let's do some slashing. Make sure that they are not going to predict our moves too effectively, of course. Yes, there we are. Come on, stab him. Oh, wow. Okay, they actually survived those attacks. That is wonderful. Okay. Well, I am going to attempt, as you can probably see, to take out some of their archers first, and oh no, we actually took out Dennis ourselves. That means we lose some relation with him. Well, we do already have 45 with him, which is amazing, I have to admit. So let's take out these guys as they are making their way to reinforce their lines, so that our units will be able to push forward even further into the enemy's keep. That appears to be a good tactic, at least. Maybe not now, because of course we are getting swamped a little bit. And I would like to potentially leave this area so that I can tell our archers to get inside and hopefully assist us a little bit more than they currently are. Oh, there we are. It appears we are actually losing the fight in this way, because of course we are outnumbered. And our other units appear to be going in the wrong direction. Well, I suppose that will not make too much difference, because we do have elite longbowmen here, and they are absolutely massacring all of the recently discovered Westerlands units here. Come on, take them out, Elias. Yes. I believe we have already beaten the 20 kills that Garrett has gotten, but of course, I suppose that is to be expected. King Elias is a lot higher level, that is for sure. So, oh no, it appears we are going to be in a one versus many situation in just a moment. Of course, whoa, as you can see to the right down there in the courtyard, we are having quite a good job in terms of many commando units heading down there and taking out some of the archers of their own free will. That is wonderful to see, I must admit. And we are actually getting a couple of reinforcements here from our heavy knights, which is great as well. So come on, elite archers, take these guys out. They are facing their backs to you after all. And that was very close. I almost fell off the edge there. Not entirely sure whether you can fall off the edge, but as was proven in the previous siege, Garrett was able to fall onto that roof over there. So, yes, that would be not too pleasant. So, oh, Call has entered the fight. That is wonderful. Now, we do want to get our archers up here, finally. Hopefully they have not run out of arrows, though. That would be pretty bad for us, because we do have, oh my, yes, still a huge amount of archers in the archery nest over there, so that is definitely something we need to deal with post-haste. Let us run. Come on, guys. Make way for King Elias. Maybe. Maybe they will. Yes, they seem to be making way a little bit. Oh, it appears we have to take out some of these fellows first. And then they will clear a path for us, hopefully. Yes, it appears maybe we have almost gotten through. Yes, come on. Let me through. Yes, there we are. Okay, wonderful. Now, oh, don't get shot by that guy. That would be terrible. Stabby, stabby. There we are. Take out that guy. And then we will hopefully be able to crush through this guy's block. Yes, there we are. Very nice. Whoa, 100 damage? Whoa, I believe that's one of the only times I've been able to hit 100 damage with this sword. Apart from, of course, when we were fighting the Valentines, because they were, well, let's just say lightly armored, yes. Whoa, oh my goodness, did you see that? One of our... Yes. One of our heavy knights fell off the edge there. And I was about to say, how could you do such a thing? Because that is incredibly difficult to do, isn't it? Yes. Okay, well, we're going to be heading in here anyway to hopefully prevent our units from bugging out a little bit later on. And yeah, I did that on purpose because I knew that these fellows were in here. Of course, yes. Okay, well, never mind. We are actually spending our time effectively, I suppose, at least. So, yes, I'm not entirely sure why these guys spawn in this area, to be honest, because there is a huge courtyard out there, so, well, never mind. We should be okay. Take these guys out, no problem at all. And our units do seem to be doing a relatively good job as well, so Sir Clavis, we are coming for you. We are coming to rescue you, and I hope you are incredibly pleased that we did, because this is, of course, preventing us from progressing in a meaningful way, and we are taking this in, well, let's just say, the middle of the Westerlands territory. Now, the only thing that I probably could have done, which some of you may have already suggested in the comment section, is to don a disguise and head in and hopefully not have the guards detect you. So that is something that we could have done. However, I have not had too much success in the past in terms of that particular tactic, so that is why I don't put too much faith in it. But I think if you are proficient in that sort of strategy, then I think you would probably have a very good time of it. But as it stands, I am not, so that is why I am attempting a siege. I suppose it does also help us to gain more ground in terms of the war against the Westerlands, and maybe Tywin will then see fit to potentially declare peace. Maybe he will decide that a peace agreement is a good idea, although he is potentially going to be rather stubborn in regard to his previous comments that he made to us, of course, because his previous comments did not say that he really wanted to make peace that much at all, and he was willing to be at war for quite some time, so hopefully he will change his mind sooner rather than later. Now, this is getting a little bit tiresome. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to cut away while I take these guys out with some very small damage, because I have to crush through their blocks, of course. Okay, well, there it is. That took quite a while, did it not? Okay, so there we are. We have succeeded in taking those fellows out, and we lost another 11 unsullied units. Oh no, that is not good. Okay, well, yes, as you may see here, we beat Garrett's record by quite a margin. 98 units taken out by Elias. And there he is. Okay, thank goodness we have freed him, and yeah, we have increased his relation with us by quite a good margin as well, so that's not too bad. And there it is. Okay, so I don't really want to take these units because they don't really level up into much as far as I am aware, or do they? Well, we'll have a look in just a moment. Let's see. No, they do not level up into much. That is unfortunate. Okay, well, I suppose we can always put them in the garrison to increase our numbers. It's not too bad. Now, as a result of us actually having taken Hornvale, I am going to be... This might actually be quite nice. Yes, it is. There we are. We are going to have a shield with our banner on. That is great. Okay, so yes, as I was saying, we are, thankfully, successful in taking Hornvale from the Westlands, and I will be giving this to Clavis. Because, of course, we took it, so we may as well give it to him. Now, he has 99 relation with us, but Lacquo has 89, but that should be still fine. So, let's split it between our vassals here, and there we go. 62 units in Hornvale right there, and I think that will be the end of this episode. Of course, I am going to be leveling up Carver first. He might indeed have... Yes, he does. He has 15 in strength, finally, and we are now able to level up his Weapon Master a little bit further, and then I think once he levels up a couple more times, I will be giving him some more points in leadership, so he will eventually become a vassal, and then we will level up Garrett. Now, what do we want to level up with him? This is very difficult, because I do want to get him some more in power draw, but as I said previously, we do need to get 9 more in strength to be able to do that, so I think maybe it would be against our greater judgment, perhaps. So let us level up his intelligence, and we'll go for some more athletic skill, and... oh my... maybe trainer? Maybe he can be a trainer person as well. I'm not entirely sure. We do have quite a bit in trainer already, so I think we'll go for some more in athletics. Maybe have him move quicker, because he does have 15 in agility after all. So maybe what we could do is we could start leveling up agility a little bit more now as well, so that he can get more in Weapon Master, more in Athletics, and things like that. Maybe we'll... yeah, I think that should be fine. Okay, so we'll level up his archery a little bit, and that will be fine. So let's level up a couple of our normal units, and I think we are now going to be equipping Carver with a very nice weapon indeed. Oh yes, we are going to be giving him this. This is no longer available, unfortunately. However, I decided that it would be rather nice for him to have Bonebreaker. I mean, look at it. Look at how amazing it is. Of course, it's not going to make him overpowered, but I think it's going to be rather nice for him to be able to wear something to that effect. So, my apologies for that small interruption. I was caught on the phone there. So yes, as I was saying, let us give him this chainmail hauberk instead of this peasant's tunic, because of course he did only have 5 to body armor. I cannot believe that I was willing to let him run around with that on. So yes, that's pretty terrible of me, is it not? Yes. So I think that should be fine. We will give him that, and I'm thinking we'll probably give him a Lordly Lannister's helmet, because even though this helmet is rather nice, we did acquire it from one of the previous quests. It is, well, let's just say not exactly the greatest in terms of protection. So that will be fine, I believe. We will leave him with that, and then we will end this episode off here. So I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time when we will be defending Sunset Keep, I suppose. So yes, I will see you next time.